I'm David Greenberg in for Dave and Danita. They have the morning off. It is President's Day as well. Parts of Northeast Ohio under that winter storm warning until 7 o'clock this morning. We know several areas reporting up to 8 inches of snow in the last 24 hours. Overnight, those temperatures plummeted. Senior meteorologist Matt Wins tracking it all for us this morning. Matt, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, David. We've got temperatures that are going to continue to come down today. That's going to be the problem. That combined with a really strong wind outside, and we've got blowing and drifting snow. We still do have some snow left over. You can see area interstates. This is 71 at 490, dealing with some snow-covered roads, even on the main interstates. We're at 21 at Hopkins right now, and we still have some snowflakes falling. This is the band that has been problematic as we've gone throughout the morning right here, heading through downtown, now out in Lake and Ashtabula County. That is putting down some quick snow, like a ½ an inch to an inch. Combined with the strong winds that we've had blizzard conditions at times, not lasting long enough to be called a blizzard, but boy, is it nasty. Fairport Harbor down towards areas like Chardon, Trumbull, Hartsgrove, dealing with some of that heavier snow right now. That extends back down into areas of Trumbull County. Middlefield, you're getting out of it right now, but down towards Champion dealing with some heavier snow. And then it becomes more scattered as we get out towards the Medina area. Worcester, a few snowflakes around, and back towards Mohican and Loudonville, dealing with just a kind of come and go snow. Overall, it's the impacts are really out towards the east. Look at the lake effect snow. It's not coming off Lake Erie. It's actually coming off Lake Michigan. Yeah, we get help from the other lakes in terms of some of that snow. There is a very powerful area of low pressure up towards New England. You see all these lines. Those are isobars, or lines of equal pressure. When you get a lot of them like we have, it is a wind maker. And we've had wind gusts 40 to 50 from here all the way over towards areas of Maine and Pennsylvania, just dealing with this strong wind. But for us here into the Midwest, it's cold. And there's really cold air for this time of year settling in. Temperatures some 20 to 40 degrees below average. So yes, we should be a lot warmer than this. We're at 20 right now for most of us. Combine it with that wind, which is sustained at 30 downtown, gusting to 40 at times. I mean, look at these wind gusts with the snowflakes flying. It's a mess, right? We've got wind chill values in the single digits. These are going below zero for much of the day. So your forecast looks like this. We've got that weather impact alert through this morning, and then it will kind of back off. But look at temperatures. They're going the wrong way today, heading down through the teens. Coming up in that forecast, we'll let you know when we see a warm up, and if there's more snow in the forecast, there is. We'll talk about it coming up. David?
All right, Matt, thank you. Well, let's take a live look outside this morning now at those road conditions. Here's the inner belt. ODOT's been working round the clock right now to try and make sure that those roads, they've had that brine, the salt down, that those roads are plowed off. They're working those 12-hour shifts round the clock. You can see mostly clear right now. Still, though, drivers being advised to take it easy this morning. Also, keeping an eye on those roads for us, our Candace Hare reports now live. Candace, you're in Garfield Heights, is that correct?
That's exactly right, David. You heard Matt just say it's cold, it's windy, and that can be an issue when some of that snowfall is coming down. I want to give you a look over my shoulder. You're going to get a look here at I-480 again. This is near Garfield Heights. Things here on the interstate looking pretty good, as you come to expect, even when these winter storms do take place. But when you get off the interstate, or even on some of those off-ramps, on-ramps, intersections especially, you can see some of that slush, so things can get a little bit more difficult. So don't let this deceive you. It doesn't look like this everywhere, but so far things looking good. I can tell you, just in the short time I've been out here, we have seen some of those plows out here making sure that the road is as clear as possible at this point in time. ODOT say that at last check they've had 1,000 crews out here on scene, and certainly the plow is something that you're going to want to make sure that you make some space for if you're out on the roads.
It's important to give yourself that extra travel time and also increase your following distance amongst the cars around you, not just our snowplows.
It's one of those things that we say all the time, right, David? We're always telling people to give those other cars a little bit of extra space, but it's so important in these conditions, not just for yourself, but if something were to happen in front of you, you of course want to make sure you have that time to react. Back to you. Yeah,
Candace, you said it. Be sure to stay warm out there, and we could hear that wind whipping behind you, so make sure you get in the car and warm up. All right, 5:04 this morning now, and conditions, they're primed for potential flooding in East Lake and Willoughby as massive ice jams build on top of the Chagrin River. The jams forming more than 2 weeks ago, and at one point seemed to be moving along the river last weekend, but with heavy snow and those freezing temperatures, seems that things are back to where they started.
It sounds like a freight train coming through. It's loud. I mean, they're crawling over each other. They're coming, and you just get out of the way.
Willoughby Hills Fire Chief Robert Gandy tells 3 News they've considered all options for destroying the jams, like using water from a ladder truck to knock some of the ice off with their water streams. But they say with obstacles like the trees and the power lines, it is hard for crews to get down to the ice. But first responders say they'll continue to keep an eye on the river as temperatures are expected to increase later this week. We're staying on top of the winter weather this morning. You can catch all the latest updates on advisories, snow accumulations, impacts to your morning travel. Just go to WKYC.com. Be sure to download the 3 News app as well.